The whole issue is from the beginning of this, she didn't ask me if I was okay if I didn't stay at her house. She just told me not to. She didn't ask me if it was okay if she moved my stuff out. She just did it. She didn't ask me if it was okay if she moved to Utah and took Truly. She just told me she was going to do it.
I find it ironic that now he wants to be involved in my kids' lives now that I'm leaving. Now he wants 50-50 time with them. Well, hell, he could have had 50-50 time with us the whole time we lived here. If he wanted 50-50, he should have been around more. He doesn't get 50-50. He hasn't been around enough for that. So, I mean, things with Kody and I have been hard for a long time. Months ago, we had a conversation. I mean, he just made it very blatantly clear that he said he just wasn't attracted to me anymore and we were not gonna have an intimate marriage anymore. We didn't touch, we didn't hold hands, we didn't hug, nothing. We had for a long time. So I just told him not to stay in my room anymore. I didn't want him in my space anymore.
She drops a bomb on me. She said, I don't want you to stay in my room anymore. She's like, my room is a special place to me and nothing special happens there for us. I'm like, okay. You know, a lot of people have marriages that are like this, romance-free marriage.
It felt really good to tell him to not come over. I didn't know how wonderful it was to claim my room.
The weirdest thing just happened. I came out to the garage. Kody's nightstand, Kody's clothes from dresser, Kody's bathroom stuff. I found that she had moved all my stuff from our bedroom into the garage. She had boxed it up and put it in the garage. I just ran in and saw labels. Having a hard time not being a little frustrated by this. Why? What is going on here? The last year we've been in this COVID experience that has brought us to this point where the family started to literally dissolve over the COVID.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are great, but clean mail with alcohol wipes? I mean, it's okay.
You can mock it or you can find a way.
I think that the pandemic is exposing sort of the cracks in our family.
You got rules and regulations for work. Why can't we have that for a family staying healthy?
Because we're a family. Why don't we just verbalize it and trust each other?
Therein lies the problem, right there.
This has all been very, very hard on him, which makes him very hard to live with.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to work this out.
No, this is not a safe conversation anymore. I'm sorry, it's just not. I'm not gonna talk to you.
I know that Kody and Christine have, had their challenges in the relationship. And especially this past year with COVID and, just kind of disagreeing on, how to handle it.
I'll be honest with you. I feel slighted.
Okay, hanging out with you isn't enough for my girls.
Either way, we're not jiving and I'm out of the house.
Despite our best efforts to follow all the CDC guidelines, my boys are outside of the home for work and stuff. So Garrison ended up getting COVID. And as much as we tried to contain that and quarantine him, the rest of us, Gabe, myself, and then Savannah, all got COVID. I feel pretty good. I feel like I have just a bad cold, a little bit of a cough, some achy, I'm tired. Each day would go and I'd feel like, is this the worst day or is it gonna get worse? I felt like I had a super achy flu for about 4 or 5 days. Kody is following all these extra rules beyond what the CDC recommends. Thank goodness he wasn't here. He didn't get it. It didn't transfer to the rest of the family, and we are fine.
So by containing each household, I think we were successful in keeping it from spreading to all the other households. Now the big question is what kind of immunity we've got, what do we do now? So the kids are in the house all the time because they're not going to school. I sometimes need a private place where I can be alone, gather my thoughts, so I hide in a closet or hide in the garage. Oh, so Christine has left for Utah and is going to go see McKelty again, and she was just at McKelty's, I think 2 weeks ago. Just before Christine took off for Utah this trip, I went over and talked to her about finding my boxes, boxes of my stuff in the garage. And so we had a long talk about what's going on in our lives.
I think we both just need to be free of each other. I'm just ready to be free. It was bad before COVID. It's been 10, 12 years of bad.
I'm not in a good place about it right now. I'm shocked and I'm angry. There's been a lot of introspection I've had on this about how we're not supposed to break up. I'm supposed to fight for it.
Maybe it's okay for me to move on. You know?
It's a real paradigm shift for me. And I'm sitting here wondering if I'm making a mistake.
Making a mistake in how? What do you mean?
Of leaving.
Me, like you feel like you're making a mistake and letting me go.
I'm worrying that I'm making a mistake. Is this going to damage our children? I've been in this different paradigm, I think, for a very long time with the anticipation or the expectation that there would finally be a breaking point and we'd get counseling. For Christine, it's been finally there was a breaking point and she's out.
It's been months since the conversation about no intimacy in our marriage. If he was interested in therapy, he could have said something.
Like she's got this deer in the headlights look, like, get away from me.
I never thought that I would be in a situation like this. I thought we'd be together forever.
When you finally decided, though, did you feel relief?
Yes. I don't know, I look back and I wish that I would have left in Vegas and never come here.
I've had 3 wives threaten me to leave me on and off our entire marriages. You know, the threat to leave is always out there.
I had chosen to live plural marriage when I was really young. And I just imagined I would always live in plural marriage. So even when things were hard, I just thought, well, it can be hard. Plural marriage can be hard. I just thought that it was okay to be sad. And I think I was a lot sadder than I thought, but I tried, and I tried to be happy as much as possible, and certainly I still found joy in things. Plural marriage is tough. It's really tough.
I think that Kody and Christine have struggled for a very long time. I feel like it's more of an inevitability coming instead of a, let's try to work this out.
Personally, I look at plural marriage like any other marriage. If the parties involved aren't interested or willing to do it, you know, there's really not a whole lot else that can be done.
We can unravel this farther because it's true that I wasn't attracted to you when we got married. I felt pressured into the marriage. I did not know better at the time.
Oh my gosh, really? He didn't know better? So did he marry me out of an obligation? You know, our church doesn't have the whole arranged marriages, but it sounds to me that he felt like he had to marry me. That's so sad.
When we find a good place in that marriage, I felt like it was destiny.
And it was great for years.
So why is it so easy to get rid of it?
Because it's been 10 years of sad and heartbreak. My heart's been shattered enough. You think it's dramatic, I don't know, but Kody, my heart has been shattered enough.
Okay. I think it's just irresponsible at the point we are with our kids at the point they are. Here's the thing, I think we should be trying to work towards reconciliation for the sake of our kids. And then I think it's bad timing. I'm just dumbfounded. I'm grabbing at straws though, because it's literally like she's moved on and I'm sitting here like a dope. I feel pathetic. I'm angry and I feel pathetic. Christine,
Look,
I
you're
have
talking about
struggled to
Isabel.
keep this family healthy for so long at major sacrifice for myself.
Before you get
And
angry,
I've been fought.
I defended you. We had
Why would I
awesome
believe
times.
that in the state that you're at?
I don't, because you don't trust me. It's fine.
That's true.
It's
I don't
true.
trust you.
Please don't point your finger at me or the conversation.
Well, that's true.
Don't point a finger at me.
Fine, stop pointing the blame at me.
Kate.
You and I have intimacy and love in the relationship. I'm sorry it's conditional based upon being part of a plural family.
A couple times a year doesn't work for a marriage.
You say a couple times a year feels like an accusation.
You're not interested in an intimate marriage with me. I was.
You are?
Was, Kody. I'm not interested in an intimate marriage with you anymore. Even if you said at this point we could have intimacy again, I wouldn't believe it for a second. It's not like when I'm away from you.
Even
you
if
call.
you said you liked plural marriage and would be devoted to it, I wouldn't believe that for a second.
Okay.
Christine, that's our deal. Our deal was plural marriage.
But in plural marriage, when it was really good for both of us and I was secure and I had an important place and I was important to you, then plural marriage was awesome. Then I felt displaced and I felt hopeless. And yes, I got jealous for the first time ever.
Oh my goodness.
You
For
want to keep
10
looking
years
back.
then. That was the problem. The problem was just that you never got over that.
You are an asshole. To think that my value as a human being is contingent upon how you feel I'm treating other people and you don't find me attractive. I think you're looking for excuses. Why should how I treat the woman you love? That's just what it comes down to. I think he has a favorite wife, and I think he has a favorite wife, and that's why all of this is like it is.
Okay, so I've needed to talk to you guys for a long time, it's true. But with you moving out of your house, I figure now is the best time ever. No secret that Kody and I have been in a rough spot for a long time. And I have decided to leave. I'm gonna leave Kody. Just leave. It's a hard decision. I need to make a choice for happiness. I need to make a choice to have joy in my life and peace. And there hasn't been a lot of hope at all until I decided to leave. I feel strongly this is the best choice for me.
I was so worried this is what you were going to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I knew you packed his stuff up. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't know how final it was or if it was just a break or something.
No, it's final.
I'm in shock. I don't really know what to say here. I don't know what to say to her. I can't tell. I don't know. I can't. It's not really computing. Really, it's not really. It's just not making sense right now. I don't know what to say.
This is just a big announcement. Like I don't even know. I'm just processing at this point.
So I intellectually have known this was coming, but here we are today, and it's hard to know something and then to have it actually happen.
Like, what happens now with the kids? The kids are the hardest part, of course. But it's like the relationship that the kids have with each other that will still be great. I think that this is still family. It's just going to look different.
When a family splits up, it's really just not that easy. From my perspective, and maybe this is just because I'm a very black and white personality, if women are not married to the same man, you're not a sister wife anymore. I really, at this point, have no idea what this all means. I can't project myself into the future right this second and even try to imagine what's going to happen and what it's going to look like.
Yeah, I guess I just can't imagine after 30 years, like, how this looks.
Like, as far as raising kids go.
Well, I don't know, everything. Like, you've just been so much like the fabric of everything.
I mean, Christine is front and center in all my memories. As far as being even way, way back, she was the person who took care of my kids while I worked. There's so much history there, right? And it's been years, decades. So to me, it's almost like Christine's as big a part of my world as Kody is.
Are you guys sure? I mean, like that's what's so weird. It's like, are you guys sure?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're sure.
Yeah. Yes.
I've been through a divorce. I know what this means. We're not just talking about 3 kids and a husband and a wife. We're talking about 18 kids, spouses, grandbabies, and 5 of us that are all connected and committed to each other and technically married. Do you even understand what you're saying? Like, I'm looking at Kody going, are you gonna let this happen? I'm looking at Christine going like, are you sure? Do you know what this means?
If you move to Utah, what about Truly?
I think Truly's gonna be fine. She'll miss everybody, of course, and it's gonna be hard. And taking her from Kody is hard. It's hard. Don't get me wrong.
She's never going to come back?
No, you can't take her from me because we'll have to have a shared custody. It'll have to be 50-50. I don't know how that works. I'm not gonna sit here and have her do this without objecting to it and saying, well, we've got to work something out for custody. I don't know what that looks like. This discussion hasn't happened.
Well, we talked about that I would be moving and taking Truly.
I never said it was okay that you were moving. You just talked about moving.
You did say it was okay we were moving. We had a conversation about
So you would have.
I
you
never
have
said it was
Truly-
okay that you moved. I never made a big deal out of it. I never answered that. You never asked if you could move. You said you were moving.
I said that I needed you to let me go.
Okay.
And you
I
said
can let you go.
okay.
That's what I said. I agree. You never told me the first time we talked about this that you were going to move. You just said, let me go. And I said, you explained it. I heard what you said and I understood that. That doesn't mean you just run with Truly and all of a sudden Truly's out of my life. The whole issue is from the beginning of this, she didn't ask me if I was okay if I didn't stay at her house. She just told me not to. She didn't ask me if it was okay if she moved my stuff out. She just did it. She didn't ask me if it was okay if she moved to Utah and took Truly. She just told me she was going to do it.
I can't live in this limbo anymore. This has been limbo and it's been too painful.
I'm going to have to be involved in Truly's life. And you can't actually stop me from being in her life. So I don't know what your intention was with moving with her.
I find it ironic that now he wants to be involved in my kids' lives now that I'm leaving. Now he wants 50-50 time with them. Well, hell, he could have had 50-50 time with us the whole time we lived here. If he wanted 50-50, he should have been around more. He doesn't get 50-50. He hasn't been around enough for that.
How is Truly thinking? I mean, like,
When she first found out, she was really frustrated that we were moving, really upset we were moving, and then
She was more upset about moving than about Christine and I being divorced. When Christine first told Truly we were getting divorced, Truly was very upset. Whatever happened, she felt different about it by the time I talked to her about it. What did Christine do that made Truly go, oh, this divorce is okay? Like, what kid is okay with their parents getting a divorce?
after I told Truly we were divorced, I called Kody immediately and I said, you might want to come over and talk to her. Truly actually talked mostly to Isabel and Aspen about me getting divorced. She really didn't talk to me that much about it for the rest of the day until Kody talked to her.
I was sitting there talking with Truly, and she's like, well, you and Mom are divorced. I'm like, okay. I didn't realize. It was a little bit news to me
How is it news to you?
that we're just divorced. We never made it an official agreement. We never signed a paper. We never agreed. We never went to our church leaders and said, hey, we're divorced, or we want a divorce. You know, would they even allow us a divorce? All of a sudden, it just sank into me that she's just like, I'm leaving, so we're divorced.
Usually, our church would say you're divorced. You have to go ask for a divorce.
Yeah.
You have to get paperwork, you have to get approval, you have to prove that the marriage is broken.
Christine just saying I'm divorced is sort of invalidating our beliefs. We're spiritually married to Kody by our church. If we want a divorce, then we have to go get their approval. Usually they require counseling, usually they require lots and lots of like meetings. You know, and technically, from my understanding, until Christine is physical with another man, she's not divorced. But I don't know.
You know, as far as I know, it's just that your divorce has to be recognized. But Christine has left the faith, so she says it'll be between her and God, and I'm like, okay, because the rules don't apply to her anymore if she's not in the faith.
I was 19 when my mom left my dad and left the plural family. She got a legal divorce because she was legally married to my dad, and then she just left our church. So since I don't have any legal contract that binds me with Kody, there was no legal process that we've had to go through. Neither of us are part of that religion anymore. So me just saying I'm divorced, I don't see the problem in that at all.